Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. What can I say? We're on 2 wins, both of which have been eaten. And a kind soul on... You wouldn't. Okay, this... What the heck? This time, we're the keeper. XTSN Zkek. Well, a kind soul at least. Even if we lose this run, it's a win for mankind, because a kind soul on Twitter let me know, hey NL, you keep talking about redoing the rerun achievement. Unnecessary. You've already done the rerun achievement. You just lost soon after that because of the fact that I can't even remember. I think we picked up an item that, or we had lost Holy Mantle as the lost on our rerun. Anyway, you get the idea. Now, the keeper. What do you do to win as the keeper? It's hard, but this is also what's fun about a random streak, is that occasionally you're going to run into characters like this. Winning as the keeper is actually not necessarily, you know, that difficult. You just need a very narrow subset of stuff. Swallowed Penny, Piggy Bank. You know, a couple of options like that would be extremely nice and conducive to our chances of success. Also, hey moron, maybe consider... We have to take it. Consider using your coins more frequently. Now, you might think, oh, resin. No. This is not a resinary usage of this. Will I deliberately kill myself as the keeper in order to respawn as Lazarus? You're like, he's gonna say no. The answer is yes. It's just the right strategic play. There will come a point at which we get the keeper with no way out. Normally, I would be like, you know what? You have my word. I'll try to make the keeper run work, but if it goes wrong, then we'll become Lazarus. No. If we get HP from this dude, we're probably going to deliberately walk on some spikes and kill ourselves to become Lazarus. It's the sensible choice. It's Zane! And I will not abide being told otherwise. Now, if we don't get HP, you'll get your wish. And we didn't. Believe you me, by the way, I would rather have triple shot. I don't mind being the keeper in general. I mean, how many keeper runs have we done over the course of our lives? Maybe not in the hundreds, but certainly in the dozens. But there will come a time where it's sensible for us to use Dark Lazarus, or the Lazarus Rags. And do keep in mind, we will get a luck upgrade for that as well, which is actually, I mean, it might not seem like much, but when you're at -2 luck, I mean, anything that gets you closer to 0 feels okay. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I actually don't know how our deal with the devil works. I don't play the keeper enough, I guess, to know how deals with the devil work. I'm pretty sure that whatever it costs you in terms of HP is exactly what it costs you in terms of coin hearts as well. Dude, Sad Onion is really good. We actually have really strong DPS. And if we could buy the piggy bank, you'd have me thinking, but... Hermit. Well, to get in there for free is worth something. Excuse me, we just got the dime. It's top of the line. Maybe we would like the piggy bank. Let's see if we get a chance. Grab this. That was HP. I think we try something. It was habit. It's actually extremely good as the keeper. And maybe as Lazarus as well. But yeah, okay. Does that change my tune? I gotta be honest. On an empirical level, I don't think it should. I don't think it should change my tune at all. On a Northernlion level, yeah, it's like the game is sending me a sign that's like, hey, come on now. Why don't you give it a try? We'll see, okay? That's all I'm going to say about that for now. If I could, and you have my word on this one, so if you want to turn off the video, please do. If I can take 2 deals with the devil or 1 deal with the devil and then respawn, never mind, there goes our deal with the devil. Either way, if he gives me HP, I think we're better off dying. How do we know if it's HP? You son of a gun. Okay, it was range. I want to buy the other item on the shop, Mom. What do you do to make that happen? Well, it's very simple. I'm glad you asked. We go into the arcade for the cost of 1 penny. Play this son of a gun. Get nothing. Play this son of a gun. Get nothing. Can't use it anymore. I've decided we will leave. Apropos of nothing whatsoever. Anyway. Today's Sunday. Sundays are good. I started playing Subnautica on the Twitch streams today. Those VODs will be making it to YouTube if they haven't made it already. Great game. You know what I like about Subnautica? Survival games have been around forever. Combining... I think I previously thought of Subnautica and it's just like, it's Minecraft in water. No. It's like a scary game. I'm not going to say it's a horror game, but it's like, you know, base building plus occasionally you fear for your life. I'm an idiot, by the way. I just realized we have shop key as the keeper, which means we do not have to wait for a hermit card to give us free access to the shop. Moreover, we'd probably rather have saved it as a teleporter to get us out of the curse room. Not wrong. If you'll excuse me, it's very warm. I'm gonna take off my sweater. Win this run as I walk away. That's why I don't go with face cam on. You would have just seen my undershirt. If you've watched the content for any length of time, you're probably aware of the fact, because some people are like, if it's so hot, why are you wearing layers? I just like to layer, okay? Yo, dangerous. No deals with the devil approach for us, unfortunately. I'm a layering boy. I like to have a sweater with a t-shirt underneath. The base of my outfit is always a t-shirt. Or some kind of undershirt, at least. And then on top of that, you can put other stuff depending on the temperature of the day. But even if it's hot, I want something on top of the t-shirt. You know, I think there's like 2 stereotypes of lazy nerd dressing. One of them is like a graphic t-shirt and shorts, even in the wintertime. You don't have to shoot the messenger, okay? If you're like, NL, you've just described me to a T. I know. I've been to conventions. I see everywhere. It's like subspecies A of gamer. Is, hey, it's April. What should I wear? How about a Pantera t-shirt and, you know, glossy basketball shorts, despite the fact that it's below 0 degrees Celsius outside. Look, I don't know. I've said in the past that I thought that the reasoning and the motivation behind it was that, you know, you thought it impressed people, that you weren't as fazed by the cold as someone of sound mind would be. I've kind of gone back on that offer, and I think that it's unfair of me to suggest that. And instead, I'm just going to say that, I don't know, for whatever reason, you're comfortable. But the other one would just be a sweatshirt lazily thrown on top of whatever you're already wearing. That's me. And you know why I do it is because I'm comfortable as well. So, I mean, that's why I don't want to be out here shaming people for wearing comfortable clothes when that's what I do on a daily basis as well. If anything, I'm very happy that, like, you know, the style of clothing has become much more comfortable recently. Like, when I was in university, what was the style? Tight t-shirts, skinny jeans. Not necessarily uncomfortable, but definitely less comfortable. What's the style now? Is like, you know, graphic sweatshirts and, you know, jeans with a little bit of elastic to them. It's nice. The younger generation, they got their fashion better right now. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm still waiting, though. You know, in high school, when I was in high school, you weren't a fashion icon until you wore a t-shirt over top of a long sleeve shirt. I promise you, it will come back. I don't think it's a 2019 fashion, but maybe, you know, 2022. You're gonna see, like, I don't know, what's the guy's name? Finn Wolfhard? You're gonna see him. He's gonna be wearing a long sleeve t-shirt under a t-shirt, or a long sleeve shirt under a t-shirt, I should say, and you're gonna be like, oh, that looks cool. Remember where you were when I called it. For now. Run is fine, by the way. Not good, necessarily. And Ghost Pepper is, at present moment, basically accomplishing nothing of value for us. But yeah, I have faith that one day it could get there. We still have that Lazarus Rags in case things go wrong. Or in case we get the opportunity to, you know, use it effectively. 2 of diamonds into a mom's trinket box. It's interesting, but I think we're better off saving our money. And as safe as the run seems right now, please remember it is a keeper run as of the present moment. So we're definitely going to try to min-max enough to keep ourselves in the game at least. Anyway, where was I going with this? I don't remember. I thought I had some bigger points to make. I apparently do not. Hey, a single Ghost Pepper, please. Single Ghost Pepper challenge. Single Ghost. There we go. We got 2 in a row. Even better. No deal with the devil. Straight up. Don't hate me. It's the right play. Look at this. 2 luck upgrades. I was wrong about the luck ups. On top of this, what else do we get? Rate of fire is 5, but we do shoot 1/3 as many shots. But, I mean, the shots are focused on the center as opposed to shooting out in a triangular pattern, which is way better for us. And, now that I think about it, we do also have the Anemia Creep, my favorite Cold War thriller, written by Thomas Clancy. So this run is still not very good, but I think we made our decision appropriately. And you know, this is not ripping you off a keeper run, by the way. This is just me mercifully getting the ability to still survive despite randoming the keeper. Over a streak that's a long enough length, we're gonna, I mean, we could see the keeper on our next run. It's happened before. I think you get a get out of jail free card that's not even getting out of jail free. It's getting out of jail still at pretty great personal expense. You take advantage of it, okay? It's not resin, it's strategy. Now, this is a very critical floor. I really think we need a deal with the devil. Or at least I would like to see one. This whole room, we were looking at the enemy on the top. Because we had to get him not coming around to a position where he could hit us easily. I'm also hoping Ghost Pepper is liable to be a little bit more useful. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's okay. Temporarily got scared. I won't speak for you, but I'm smelling a magic mushroom. And I got a nose like a truffle-sniffing hog. You know I got a smile on my face after I come up with a little cellar door like that. No magic mushroom. Yo, maybe I was smelling gnawed leaf in the other room. Good stuff, good stuff. We're even getting a bomb refund back here. It's like buying an HP printer at Future Shop in 1998. This is no joke. Sometimes you would buy a printer. The first printer I ever bought, and you know, like most rational adults, I purchased more than one because of the fact that they suck and break all the time. The first printer I ever bought, I bought when I was like 12. You know why the 12-year-old was buying a printer? At Future Shop, the printer was $40 with a $30 mail-in rebate. I don't like mail-in rebates. You know, they don't exist anymore as far as I know, or I see them very rarely. Although I am disappointed with this fight. You know, you can't deny you could still get something pretty useful here. You know, I mailed that in, and I got my rebate. It is at least a special price, you know? I know that they capitalize on the fact that not everybody's gonna mail it in, but I mailed it in. Now, I probably would. I just wouldn't buy the printer. Explosive diarrhea. Okay, what do we do with gnawed leaf? Well, get an orbital would be a good answer. This run's interesting, but still kind of anemic as well. It's different. You know, different companies, they got different means to sell their product. For a while, Future Shop was the company of mail-in rebates. Now they're the company of being owned by Best Buy. And not existing anymore. I think. Little spewer. I mean, it has, at best, a modest or mild synergy with our ability to stand still, I guess. You can put down creep, stand still, wait for enemies to walk in. You get like 1 second of damage there. You know, I was out with Kate and Kate's parents last night grabbing dinner, and there was a restaurant. I'm not gonna name the restaurant. I've never been there. Okay. What I will say is they sell a chicken ginseng soup, and on the wall of the restaurant, as soon as I saw it, I said to myself, yes, this has to be a bit. On the wall of the restaurant, it says special ginseng soup, $24.99. And then the $24.99 is crossed out. Dude, let's take this. But it was crossed out like when it was made, you know? And it's not like it's something that happened recently. I love to see piggy bank there. That's hilarious. And then, so it's $24.99, crossed out. And then, under the $24.99, it says $15.99, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, you might say that's a good deal. I don't disagree, but is it a deal at all? Can you just, like, I don't mean to be like, hey, the government should get involved here. It's a soup, you know? And I love a samgyetang. I can get down with it. That's right. I know what it's called. I lived there for a year. Dude, my neighbors actually just went wild. I think the AFC Championship game might be over. Let's see the score. They went, whoa! Whoa! Okay, it was 28-14 Chiefs. All right, more power to you. I've decided we're friends today. I didn't even know that people lived there, but now I know that they live there and they love American football. Can you just do that? Can you be like, hey, this soup used to be 25 bucks, but temporarily, permanently, it's on sale for $5 off? You might say, why not? And, I mean, why does any law exist? Some laws exist, I guess, to protect people from bad actors, but some laws exist just to prevent people from succumbing to the natural temptations of the human brain. Like, ooh, I would never have wanted this thing, but now that I realize it's on sale, or perceive that it's on sale, I gotta grab me some of that ginseng chicken soup. Like, can I just do that? Like, you don't think people would be mad if I was like, hey, Twitch subscriptions, $25. But just for you, forever, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, $4.99 because I'm feeling generous. Find me somebody with a cheaper sub and I'll match it. Jesse Cox had a lifetime. No, not anymore, my man. The times are changing. You think I don't follow the industry news? Please grant me a deal with the devil or angel here. I beg you. No! You know, it's misleading. Because I mean, it's kind of a lie, right? Unless maybe, like, the first day that they opened, the soup was 25 bucks, and now it's $19.99. I know the other question here is, and I'm prepared to deal with this. People are going to be like, why would you pay 20 bucks for a soup? Okay, here's the thing. Korean soups are a little different than just getting like a tomato bisque or something like that. You know, they're extremely large, very meaty, served to, a table instead of to one person. They're not side dishes most of the time, except for like a doendan jjigae. But anyway, you weren't asking about doendan jjigae, so. Okay, we are going to take Holy Light. This run has a long way to go, still, but it is starting to get there. I'm very glad we gave up on the Keeper, even though Piggy Bank did show up with Nun's Habit, no less. This run is still not easy, even as somebody who can actually take 2 hits on a room without dying. So I'm happy to have the opportunity to get out in front of it a little bit. It's another High Priest. We've smelted this card. Pay to play? No, thank you, sir. I don't know. It just struck me as weird. And I see through it. Not because I'm a genius, but because I thought about it for like 2 seconds. But don't you think, I mean, I guess I'm becoming a victim to what, you know, my own, something I would be mad about if I heard it, which is, well, they wouldn't do it if it wouldn't work. Take it from somebody who, like, owns a business, sort of. I'm not saying that to make myself seem like I'm more hoity-toity than I am. As we know, I am the hoitiest and toitiest. Especially because I've been working out lately. The smugness is off the charts. I'm saying, your boy's gotta focus. You know how it is. Kind of a waste. Well, except for the speed upgrade, which is actually pretty useful, but... take it from me, businesses go out of business all the time. All the time. Just because they're doing something doesn't mean it works. I always think people have like a really bad idea of business and advertising. So the people who are like, you know, somebody gets really bad press and they go, there ain't no such thing as bad press. Guess what? There absolutely is. Have you heard of the Fire Festival? The other time, dude, that's incredibly good. The other time it shows up is whenever you talk about like a very bad video game and they go, well, they might be bad, but you're talking about them, so mission accomplished. Yeah. It's like, go look up these games that people say are like the worst games ever made. Very, very rarely does that correspond to an increase in sales to the point where you're like, well, you're giving them what they want. Most of the time, everybody's just like, yeah, dunk on them, Dad. Okay, that room is very nice. I would still love to pick up a little bit more offensive punch. We're a floor behind schedule, but looking like we're going to make it just fine. You know, I'm just saying, companies make bad decisions all the time. You ever hear of a product called Coca-Cola Black? Pepsi bottle? A Coca-Cola block? I don't give a dang. Coca-Cola Black was an ill-advised coffee plus Coca-Cola beverage that existed in like 2006, 2007. I actually, as a coffee drinker and someone who likes Coca-Cola, but tries not to drink it as a result of the fact that it's, you know, edible poison or quaffable poison. I thought it was fine. I thought it was okay. It was not a strong drink where you'd be like, oh, I'm going to get this every time it's available. But if someone was like, hey, do you want a Coca-Cola block? I'd be like, yeah, let's do it, dude. Nobody else liked it. Now, I know that they've brought it back in, like, Japan and Australia under a different branding. And I've had it. I still kind of like it. But in my final week of my first year, my freshman year of university, we went to the... What's the word I'm looking for? The commissary, for lack of a better word, I guess. And they had an incredible sale on 12-pack cases of Coca-Cola Black. What was it? Buy one case, get one case for free? Nah, dude. Multiply that by, like, freaking 11. It was buy one bottle, get 11 bottles free. Essentially, 92% off. Now, what was amazing... And there's a whole study you could do on this, I'm sure. I don't know if I should do this, but I'm doing it anyway. It had actually had, like, the opposite effect that maybe they had expected. This is how bad the product was. That it was sold at such a steep discount that everybody else that was in the commissary was like, I'm not buying that. It must be, like, essentially poison. Why not? It'll be weird. So I ended up buying like 5 or 6 cases. Was it worth it? I mean, if there's ever a time where you want to have like 60 sodas, it's definitely the final week of your freshman year of college. There's probably not a time when you want to have 60 sodas. But all I'll say is, a lot of the people who turned up their nose at buying a case of Coca-Cola Black, came over, you know, when they were maybe a little hungover. And they said, hey, man, any chance I could grab one of those Coca-Cola Blacks? And here's how you know I'm not a doomsday prepper. I said, go right ahead. Never did I, for a second, did I go, oh, Mila, look who comes crawling back. You laughed at my bunker full of canned beans. Now you claim to need energy for metabolic processes. How interesting is that? If you wanted to eat, you should have kept a bunker full of lentils. I didn't do that. I said, you know what? We're friends. Here you go. Take 8 of them. That's just to illustrate. Companies make bad decisions all the time. They wouldn't do it if it wasn't... Well, you're talking about it, so it must have worked. Yeah, enjoy... Head on out to Port Moody, British Columbia. Enjoy some ginseng chicken soup. I wouldn't even mind if you did, is the thing. If you never had some samgyetang, it's a great dish. Wonderful if you're feeling a little under the weather as well. Don't hurt me, I'm Ryan. Dude, Infamy is so good. Please. We've gotten a great offensive improvement, but just give me a little bit more. Helpful. Not helpful. Not really helpful. Maybe the Spirit Heart would have been worth it. We don't need the juice for Trinket Smelter. Champion Belt is good, and let's try this Somber Size. Yikes. Okay, Algae is way more valuable. Still need an item room as well. Anyway, again, I'm not actually mad at this local business. I'm more just like, no, I don't think we take that. I'm loving my tier effects right now. Even though Tech 2 would still give us the tier effects, the damage downgrade scares me too much. Run? That's not running. I'm just surprised. Here's the other thing. I was gonna say I'm surprised you can do that, but like, maybe you can't do that? I mean, the thing is, you can do anything. It's just that if you get caught, there might be punishments. And I'm assuming this would be a slap on the wrist from the Bureau of Labor or something. Yo, Vibrant Bulb, actually very, very nice in conjunction with Trinket Smelter. Thank you, Infamy. Anyway, I'm just saying. I wonder who doesn't see through that. Or maybe, I guess what I also... Not worry is not the right word, but... And I screwed up our deal with the Devil Son the Fierce. We might as well Vibrant Bulb, but honestly... one of the things I wouldn't say I worry about, but I would think about is like the percentage of people that are like, ha! It's not a sale at all. But then still something in like their lizard brain is like, yo, it does sound good though. I don't know. It's like whenever a developer like jacks up their price, and this is, I think it's grounds for being banned from the Steam platform, which is like devastating, except now the Epic Store exists, but I'm not even sure they would take you. Anyway, where am I going with this? You know, before a Steam sale, there have been cases of developers that have like raised their price by 50%, and then during the Steam sale, they're like, check it out, we're 50% off. And it's how you know the human brain is not entirely rational. If you see a game that's $10, you know, reaction a lot of the time is a sober analysis of whether or not it's worth it. When you see a game that costs $20 but is on sale for $10, your brain goes, oh my god, I gotta buy this immediately. It's half off. I'm earning $10 by making this purchase. Marie Kondo she's spinning in her grave. She's not dead, but like, you know, posthumously, she will be. And then when you get to heaven, she's gonna be like, did this copy of Bad Rats 2 bring you joy? And you're gonna be like, no, Marie, no. Are you happy? There, I said it. I haven't even seen the show yet. That has never stopped me from mining something for a bit. Surprise. Second Algiz rune. We should use it on the boss, maybe, especially if it's like the matriarch, and then just use it on the next floor as well. Don't you dare. Nah. Much rather have Algiz. Even against Triachnid, it's actually worth something. You know, your brain is not good at dealing with those things. That's why, like, it's not that I don't buy things, but I don't buy very much. And I am, like, never coerced by sales unless it's something I was going to buy anyway. Like, there's a clothing retailer in Canada. I hesitate, and this is the climate that we're in now. And I'm not even saying it's necessarily bad, but I hesitate to even name it, but I'm going to name it. Why do I hesitate to name it? Well, because I don't know. Who knows? The founder 7 years ago tweeted, like, I'm happy we make our products overseas. I hate Canadian jobs, you know? Who knows? So let's suck up this blister. But here's the thing. I like it, and they're shirts. So if they suck, whatever. You don't have to wear them. It's called Roots. And, you know, we went to see a movie. I guess it was when we saw Bumblebee. No, it was, I forget. It doesn't matter anyway. I'm just trying to create a timeline for the Northernlion Extended Universe. We were downtown. Roots was like, hey, everything's 30 to 60% off. I was like, you know what? I like your sweatshirts. I went in. I found some sweatshirts I liked. They were 30 to 60% off as advertised, and I purchased them. And I said to myself, this was a good day. Now I don't need to buy clothes again for 8 months. Which is really my main motivation when I buy clothes, is like not having to buy them again for a while. Algiz on the blood bank has me interested, by the way. But, you know, sometimes I'll be walking by a store and it's like everything must go. My wife and I have differences of opinion on this. You know, it'll be like a lamp store or something like that. And she's like, it's 90% off. And I'm like, yeah, but we don't need any lamps. She's like, but at that price, can you afford not to get the lamps? I'm kind of throwing her under the bus here. Especially because this conversation never happened. But it is a conversation that could have happened. It's based on a true story. Just like the movies. Once you say that, you don't have to defend yourself anymore. But, you know, we have a difference of opinion on that. I buy very, very little. Sorry, what is this? A Perthrow, that's right. Which is not true. I mean, I pay rent. You know, I buy groceries. I buy meals. It's not that I'm, like, a non-consumer. But I don't buy much in the way of possessions. Like, literally, whenever we get a box in the mail, if it's addressed to Kate, I get it. If it's addressed to me, I'm like, what? 99% of the time, it's something a promotional, like a PR company is sending me. The other 1% of the time is like, oh yeah, I ran out of granola bars, so I bought granola bars on Amazon. I'm not tempted by sales. I guess my perception, at least, is that I would rather pay whatever I have to pay for something, but only buy things that I want, as opposed to constantly looking for deals and then, you know, determining what I purchase based on that. And I'll tell you, the reason I'm like that, for sure, is because I, you know, went shopping with my parents. I don't know if any other kid had this exact experience in adolescence. Every weekend, from about the age of 5 until I was old enough to stay home alone, so probably, like, sadly, 13 or 14, maybe 12, I don't know. That part of my life is fuzzy because it's quite a long time ago now. You know, I'm going to take the Emperor card, actually. I think it gives us a better chance. Every weekend, my parents would go to the mall, and I would essentially be forced to accompany them. So I watch them buy, you know, mugs, and I mean, they're not hoarders by any stretch of the imagination. They move too much to be cluttered, really. But I went shopping so much for like that 8 or 9 year period, and those are formative years, that now I have no taste for shopping whatsoever. There's exceptions, but not many. You know, I don't mind hanging out in a bookstore for 20 minutes looking at stuff. I still, to this day, I don't mind hanging out in like an electronics boutique / GameStop. Any kind of technological store is fine by me. But the idea of, like, you know, going to, like, a department store and just spending, like, an hour in there, it's like I've already done it. I've done it so much. Please spare me. I have a real distaste for shopping. Not on moral grounds, just because it's, like, overdone. It's like, you know, I just, everything in moderation. Including consumerism. Why walk into it, I guess, is the question that I have. This run is still super losable, by the way. Don't let the fact that we're on the cathedral here trick you. This run has not hit that level of, like, being super ahead of the curve. It's good statistically, with the exception of HP and defense. But it still needs, or would definitely benefit from a little more. Let's see what we get here. Relax. I'm drowsy. Balls of Steel, very useful. Bone Tears, by the way, from Compound Fracture, extremely nice. And, sorry, do we know what this one is? I'm drowsy. We know what this one is? Relax. So we're gonna telepills. Right, we have no idea where we are. Actually, the Bone Tears from Compound Fracture, combined with our tear effects, are extremely nice. Because I have no idea where we are, I can't tell if telepills took us closer to the boss, but the only way we're gonna know is once we get there. I don't think we would have won this run as the Keeper. Even though with Nun's Habit and Piggy Bank, it's kind of hard to lose. I don't know if we would have made it to the point where we got, wow. Piggy Bank, if we had stayed as the Keeper. This is a dead room? Wow. Wow. Well, they were nice enough to telepills us to the first dead end. Please give me another teleport card. Well, Bob's Curse. It's okay. Will we ever use it? Undecided. Teleport card. I'm actually real happy to have 2 of Hearts. And I know the value of Yera. Trust me. Probably my most used rune. But will we get to even get a chest? If we get a chest, we'll pop Yera. No chest, hold 2 of Hearts. Pray for the best. Now, Holy Light Bone is so good because the Bone Tears inherit whatever effect was on the tier that shot them. So every Bone Holy Light tier turns into, I think, just 2. I thought it was 4. It turns into 2 Holy Light tiers in and of itself. Now, they don't summon anymore beyond that, but still. And they also might not actually I don't know. If they kill an enemy, it seems like the tier might actually despawn instead of duplicating, but what do I know? See, I told you, like, this is not... None of the damage we've taken has been really that bad. It's just a run that's kind of spooky. You know, there's high potential for things to go wrong here. Excuse me, where's my Yera rune? It's been taken from me. Now, it might seem like I don't care about the run. That's not the case. I want to make this clear. Just because we're taking dumb damage doesn't mean, or what it could be perceived as dumb damage, doesn't mean we don't care about the run. We started as the Keeper. And I'm saying it louder for the people in the back. Clap emoji. Yo, wow. That's good. All things considered, this is a pretty good outcome for a Keeper run. Oh my god. Holy Mantle Stopwatch. What an incredible combination. I think we'll be fine now. I mean, if we lost this one, it basically is necessitated by something dumb like taking damage immediately against Blue Baby. Like, we're doing as much damage to the enemy we're not even attacking. Thanks to the Holy Light. Why not? Mysterious Paper. I would like to leave this run now. Please let me get a new random run. Why does my lyrical brain not work right now? Maybe because it's 29 degrees in the middle of January. And they say global warming's not real. Look, I'm making a joke. Gonna be telling a bunch of them. Most of them will be about as funny as that one, i.e. not funny at all. Well, if Ansus did anything for us, I would be happy to see it. Forgot I can't fly. I'm begging ya. Let me out. I'm like the chorus of Cherub Rock by Smashing Pumpkins. Let me out. You know, I think if we're ranking, and apparently I was hesitant to get into a bit, but apparently we're on the endless floor. Songs that I discovered thanks to rock bands. Now you give me the room. I think I gotta put Cherub Rock near the top of the list. I know, you know, there's Flirting with Disaster by Molly Hatchet, another classic. Probably like the majority of the Rush oeuvre, you know, I am aware of more as a result of Rock Band. Previously, I'd only heard about them at minor league hockey games. But I don't know, Cherub Rock's gotta be up there. There's also a few songs that, thanks to Rock Band, I never want to hear again. Don't Stop Believin'. Go look it up. It was in his DLC. Never want to hear it again. Wanted Dead or Alive by Bon Jovis. Inevitably, whenever I say I never want to hear those songs again, people go, oh, you're no fun. You've already told me everything I need to know about you. Which is one glass of white Zinfandel. You're the person that's going, wanted, dead or alive, which is fine, but I just don't want to be in the same room. When there's no Zinfandel flowing, and no grappa, I'm okay with that. We can hang out. But I know, as soon as the Shiraz starts pouring, don't stop. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. We lived! Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Northernlion to be notified when I go live in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See you!